continues to form and threatens to wipe the baby bears straight off the face of the planet. As breaking news continues to reveal that this disaster is about to be cataclysmically gigantic, is Bitcoin closer than ever to a face-ripping, underwear and bedsheet destroying explosion like we've never seen in the history of mankind? Right now, the crypto markets are on edge, and as we discussed in yesterday's video, Bitcoin is closer than ever potentially to a massive bust. As we looked at this pattern, there is basically no time left, and we've begun to inch and squinch above this. But I want to actually pull us back for a second, step back for a second, because there's some even bigger things going on. And whether or not the bust happens today, there are some charts in this video that will absolutely blow your mind. And currently I'm up about $23,000 in profit trading this, and as well I'm actually up about 700% on the Pepe positions as well that I took as a joke just literally a few days ago. So if you're interested in trading, make sure to take advantage of the links below as well. For everybody trading on Femex below with my link, you're eligible to earn free XPT, which could end up being massive. And to earn it, all you do is trade. You can trade anything and you'll earn extra XPT. Before we jump into the charts, it's so necessary we talk about this. So deposits of commercial banks, this banking crisis is only getting worse. I've been saying this for a long time, since the beginning of March, and I think they were nowhere close to seeing the end of this. If anyone tells you the banking crisis is solved, just don't listen to them. We're not there anytime soon, in my opinion. It doesn't make any sense why we would be. Deposits continue to contract at record levels, as you can see on this chart right here, highlighted by Game of Trades. And additionally, one thing I think is really important to highlight is that gold has been doing well, right? Gold has been doing pretty well recently, just like Bitcoin. But JP Morgan holds massive gold derivative short positions that could actually be larger than the bank's total assets. So Carl B. Menger here on Twitter just saying he's rooting for gold, saying let's wipe out JP Morgan and the entire fiat banking industry. I mean, that would be crazy, right? Absolutely insane. But I am rooting for gold as well. Silver, I think that metals are also a good investment, obviously, in a time like this. Both can yield exceptional benefits and rewards to people in these current markets. But here's another thing very interesting. So Lehman Brothers got this exact same notice a month before they collapsed. And this is G-Man Gavin Climby on Twitter talking about this. He's saying the market doesn't repeat, but it does have a rhythm. And what this is a important notice by the depository trust company, money market instrument, issuer failure. Wells Fargo bank issuing payment agent is what it's addressed to here. Are we getting some Wells Fargo collapse information? It's not definitive, but would that be surprising in this current climate to anyone? Zero Hedge also pointing out almost half of all the job gains in the past year are from an Excel spreadsheet, which assumes about 2 million new jobs were created from new business creation, with a birth-death adjustment here. So, are they lying potentially about these job gains? Or, well, first of all, I want to answer my own question. Are they lying? Whether it's the Fed, the government, whoever. I mean, the answer is yes, probably, right? So I guess we could just end that conversation here. But according to International Crisis Group co-chair Frank Giustra, de-dollarization now looks inevitable and threatens to become a national security concern. Obviously, not really news to many of us, but it is happening. And Holger Shapitz as well, pointing out this on Twitter. U.S. job gains and wages pick up. Really not the direction the Fed wanted to see, if they're actually increasing here. The U.S. economy added about, 250,000 jobs in April versus less than 100 or less than 200 was the expected, less than 200,000, showing labor market resilience. Unemployment rate declined to a historic low about 3.4%, and monthly wage gains accelerated at the fastest rate since July. So if the Fed is truly tightening to try to reduce employment, according to this data right here, which may or may not even be real, may or may not even be accurate, the answer would be no, they're failing with that. But this is one of the most upsetting things I've seen, and it's so par for the course when it comes to the people in charge. Short selling ban on bank stocks potentially could happen. The White House is monitoring the short selling pressure very closely. They need to avoid chaos and collapse at all costs, and this is what they did in 2008. So because people understand that these banks are insolvent and valueless, basically. The White House is potentially looking to ban your ability to short sell. So rig the game in their favor because they mismanaged everything, that they decide, hey, actually, we messed up and you noticed that and you're going to try and profit off that. Actually, you're not allowed to do that, right? Just changing the rules when it doesn't benefit the Fed or the government. Okay, that's how it's always been. One more reason why I invest in Bitcoin, because I don't want to take part in their criminal monetary policy, criminal financial policies. But U.S. Senator John Kennedy on national TV saying this: banks are really just sophisticated Ponzi schemes. That is his direct quote. He said, forgive me for saying this or something like that right before he said it. And then he said, banks are really just sophisticated Ponzi schemes. You can Google it in 3 seconds if you wanted to watch the clip, but that's what he says. And it's just funny that politicians say things like this. John Kennedy obviously is a little more critical of kind of institutions than some senators, but really, that's all they are. Banks, it's crazy. When you talk to people who don't do any research about crypto or don't do any research about anything, and they're completely financially illiterate, they'll say things like, Bitcoin is just, it's a gambling thing. They can print unlimited amounts of it, blah, 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 all that. And yet they have no idea what the banks are actually doing. If you think crypto is a scam, then believe me, you have zero knowledge of how banks work, because banks are infinitely bigger scams than basically anything, legitimate Ponzi schemes. CryptoCon highlighting a few charts, and I only just want to take a look at this one about this current cycle that we're in. He says here, many people held on to Bitcoin waiting for that $100,000 price, which never came. And for those people, it's hard to believe that another bull run is coming. In fact, a lot of people still believe, and unfortunately believed, that we were going to see a 10K Bitcoin. And a lot of people sold in anticipation of buying back in at 10K. And here we are, 3x higher than 10K. We're about roughly 30,000. So with that being said, a lot of people are in disbelief, and a lot of people were damaged by the bear market, and it emotionally destroyed them to where they were believing sub 10K prices even, which simply doesn't make sense. But this chart in particular, I think, is good at highlighting kind of where we most likely are in the cycle, with a top being around sometime in 2025, very early 2025, in my opinion, and according to these cycles and when the halvings are going to take place and everything. And if we look at this, is the bottom in? I think that, in my opinion, even if we dip again, even if we would go below 20K, which I don't think is very likely at this point, it's still possible. Even if that would happen, I don't think that we're setting a lower low. Again, unless the world, like, in the most insane situation possible, where, I don't know, half the world blew up or something. But as well, currently, as we highlighted in yesterday's video, we are on the verge of breaking out of this symmetrical triangle. And now we could get a backtest, retest into this zone. We need to wait for further confirmation, but we already do see it kind of peeking its head a little bit here above this trend line, trying to break out. And we're going to jump into the charts. I just want to highlight again, billionaire hedge fund manager Stanley Druckenmiller has shorted the US dollar, and he's been for a while. This is bullish for Bitcoin if he's right, if the dollar does start dumping. But taking a look at this as well, Pepe, what is this? I mean, these meme coins, I hate meme coins, as I said. But then as I said, I just put in a little trade, and I bought some a couple of days ago, and immediately people were in my comments saying, congratulations, you bought the top. And where I bought was actually right about here. So, I'm up about 700 some percent since then. I fully expect, I personally don't really care that much, because if I lose it all, I mean, this is just me. I don't really care that much. I don't like meme coins, but hey, if I can just catch some insane baloney rally, then again, that's kind of what I'm doing with this. But also, if we look at Bitcoin's chart, 30-day monthly chart for Bitcoin, momentum, in my opinion, looks like it's about to pick up big time. We got this cross, and again, I'm anticipating over the next few months. This is a longer term signal, so it doesn't mean anything by tomorrow, but over the next few months, again, I think this momentum could pick up very, 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 very big, like we saw back in the summer of 2019. It was just very surprising for a lot of people. Many people didn't believe it and missed out on it. And also, Bitcoin just trying very hard to bust 30K. I think is going to be a hard level to break, but ultimately, if we break 30K, it's full on bull mode. And I think I'm kind of I'm pretty neutral on this right now. I think Bitcoin has so many things set up to where we could see this bust immediately, but I also think that 30K itself could take a couple days extra of what people believe before we actually get a bust here. Ultimately, like I said, long term and even midterm, like over the next 1, 2, 3 months, I think Bitcoin can flip extremely bullish here. But just right as we're sitting around 30K, it is a little bit of a gamble to be saying for sure or not if we're going to breach 30K. I think 30K is a pretty strong resistance, and that's why I hesitate to say that we're going to break above 30K in the next 5 minutes. It's always possible, obviously. It's just, for me, I'm a little undecided in the very, very, very short term. But if we get a completion of this breakout here, then obviously Bitcoin would be above 30K, because a breakout of this pattern would put us above 30K, actually even nearing, about low 31,000 if we would get a break from that pattern. As well, we take a look at the DXY continuing to look extremely weak. Stock market having a little bit of a bounce today. And in fact, we see a lot of regional banks getting pumps after yesterday's massive dump. I think this is all short term. I think regional banks are going to completely get eviscerated the rest of this year. I think they are going to implode. And as we saw, right, we had a couple weeks where we saw banks not collapse. And then over the past 2 or 3 days, we've seen them start collapsing again. That's all I believe is happening. If we don't see them collapse over the next few days, does that mean they're safe? No, absolutely not. Everything, this entire thing is showing us it's a recipe for complete disaster for these regional banks. And take advantage of these absolutely massive bonuses, sign-up bonuses with Femex and BitGet below. In addition, earn even free XPT when you sign up with my link below to trade on Femex. As well, Pepe is available on Femex and BitGet if you want to long or short it. I personally, obviously, don't have an opinion on whether it's smart to do either. As I said, I'm investing, or I bought some of it just as a gamble. I can't even call it investing because it's a meme coin and I don't take it seriously. But I take money seriously, so if I can get free money, then hey. And without any further ado, that's free.